He was smack dab in the middle of two of this past season's most talked about storylines. Antawn Jamison had a front row seat as his good friend Gilbert Arenas sabotaged his own career in Washington, then witnessed the final days of the LeBron James era in Cleveland. He now finds himself the most accomplished player on a very different Cavaliers roster. I had a chance to talk to the two-time All-Star about where he's been and what's next.
Initial reaction when you found you'd been traded to Cleveland? When I first got the news, I didn't want to smile and let them know I was that happy.
You, like everybody else, was watching to hear what LeBron was going to say when he had the television special.
No, I didn't watch it. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
For me, I'm biased, and I was kind of disappointed that I only got the opportunity to play with him for a couple of months. But you understand this is a business, and he wants to win, and he put himself in a situation where that might happen for a long time.
How surprised were you?
The only thing I was surprised about was him going to Miami.
Why?
Because you heard of Chicago, you heard of New York, Cleveland, of course. You never heard anything mentioned about Miami or him and D-Wade and Chris Bosh teaming up together. I thought that New York would have been a pretty good fit if he decided to leave, but the couple of months I was with him in Cleveland, I didn't think he would leave.
What's the collective mood now within the organization?
It's going to be a transition. You know, this is an organization that has been accustomed to a certain player, a certain team, a certain atmosphere. So it's going to be interesting to see how the fans of Cleveland, you know, get behind their team and support them.
The harshest criticism that Dan Gilbert levied against LeBron was that he quit during the playoffs. Some have described him even as disinterested.
I saw the opposite. I saw somebody who was trying to win the game. I thought as a team, we didn't play up to our expectations and what we should have done. And I would never put it on one individual, even though he's a two-time MVP champion and he's arguably the best player to play the game. But when things are going well, you get all the credit. When you don't accomplish that goal, you're going to take the heat.
What would you tell a new Heat teammate now that they're getting in LeBron James as a teammate?
This is somebody who has a very high basketball IQ, who loves the game of basketball. I mean, when we're in film session, he's like a coach in there. So basketball-wise, you know what you're getting. As a teammate, he loves what he's doing, and he's taking advantage of it.
Most people would say the Cavaliers are probably not a contender going into the upcoming season. How do you sort of recalibrate expectations and your role now with this team, which would apparently change pretty significantly without LeBron James out?
Yeah, I thought I was going to be able to have a pina colada on the bench and relax for the next 2 years, but you know, I said before, this is a transition for the Cleveland Cavaliers, the fans in the city of Cleveland. You have a proven coach whose track record speaks for itself. You have some great up and young talent. And it's a mixture of veterans who've been there and done it before as well. So I think you got a team that has a chip on their shoulder, that want to prove to the basketball world that this is still a quality team that can go out and compete night in and night out.